All right, I think we're good now. Well, hello, you wonderful humans. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Interesting, now there's no sound settings. Oh boy. Well, anyways, hello everybody. Hope you're all having a great day. I somehow broke my audio, which is weird. Maybe? Nope, I think we're good. Okay, it's back. Man, that was weird. What'd it do? Urbo, Turbo, Freakin' Burbo, Rome, Squeak, Moose. How y'all doing? So yeah, we're playing more Diablo. We got a good old thick Flanders here. I've been grinding out Diablo, trying to get videos out. I've been working on my Barbarian build. Been trying to get this kind of built up to the way that I want. And making good progress, I gotta say. Making good progress. There was something that I was trying to do here. Let's see, even get a little bit more of an increase here in our damage. But I've gotten our Barbarian incredibly powerful, so I'll be releasing a video on this build soon. I'm just trying to kind of get the last pieces of it put together. Hopefully, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get that in this particular stream. I need to save a lot of money because I need to upgrade all my stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and just sell everything right now. I think I have all the pieces kind of where I want them. Ooh, damage versus stunned enemies. So I'm trying to increase my damage right now. So that's 13 damage over time, damage to injured enemies, barrier generation. It's less powerful, but also better skills. I made something with balloons today. Nice, Louisa. Watching you play this got me to reinstall Diablo 2 and 3. Oh my god. Well, they got the new one. Don't gotta just play the old ones, you know? Although, it's hard to go wrong with that, to be fair. Let's see here. Alright, I'm not gonna bother reading most of the stuff during the stream. Because, unfortunately, Diablo requires you to read all the time. Which is a bit of a pain when you're trying to actually stream and make content, or
anything else?
Stream. I am going to save that ring though, because I think that might be usable.
Farewell and good fortune.
3 years honestly feels like 5 because of COVID. Oh no. Look at that super awesome taco though. Hell yeah. Moving on up. It has been a crazy amount of time. Or just a crazy couple of years, really, is what it's been. I think that's a little bit better. Alright, so yeah, we're going to be doing Nightmare Dungeons today. I am up to... I haven't tried to solo... Oh, you know what? Let's try and solo a tier 11. I haven't tried... I've soloed a 10. Haven't tried to solo a tier 11. I don't have access to Shadowplay yet. Okay, great. Fantastic. Tier 13? Oh, Dungeon Affixes Quick Killer. I don't know what that's gonna do. I don't know if Quick Killer is, like, against us. I'm still learning all of the Nightmare Dungeon stuff. Haven't tried to do a 13 yet, so we'll see. For some reason, all my old Among Us videos have been popping up. Popping up in the recommended. That's interesting. Throwback day. I heard the Bone Spear Necromancer the best. They nerf all the other forms. They nerfed Barbarian pretty hard today. Sorceress still super OP. Somehow not getting nerfed. Don't know why. But it's a thing. Anyway, so basically the way Nightmare Dungeons work is once you unlock them, then you can craft higher level ones, and these have higher level mobs in them. Becomes more and more difficult, etc., etc. Supposedly supposed to drop better gear. Hasn't been the case for me yet, which is a little odd. I seem to have hit a plateau of like gear level, item level for some reason. which doesn't make any sense because I get the same level gear on a tier 1 as I do on a tier 10. Which is weird. It's like a challenge dungeon from Bloodborne. I don't know. Maybe? I actually never played Bloodborne. Ooh. Oh, this dungeon's gonna be a pain in the butthole. Have I found any unique items or weapons? Yeah, I'll show you. This Barbarian build is pretty ridiculous. I actually just got a unique leg piece, I think, that just made this build kind of over the top. I don't know how it's going to be against what we're about to fight right now. But I got these, so it's plus 12 all stats. But really, the effect on here is what's awesome. So, effects that heal you beyond 100% life grant you a barrier up to 72% of your maximum life that lasts for 8 seconds. And with this build, I'm already constantly healing past my life, so I'm always refreshing this barrier. And, comes really good. We'll see how it does on Nightmare 13, though. God, these things hit so hard, and they're not even elites. Oh, still doing pretty good. These aren't elites yet, though. So we need to activate the gate controls. I did this one earlier. This one took for freaking ever. Nightmare 13 sounds scary. Only a little bit. Bip, this is basically what Whirlwind Barbarian does. Ooh, Nightmare 13 by myself might be a little bit much. We can definitely do 10. Maybe if I just didn't stand in all the damage, it would be easier. Pretty good still. He does circles. Yeah, you spin and win, essentially. And make sure I don't get hit by this dude's little pierce thing, because that would suck. I might have made the game volume a little too loud. Let's see. Alright, we're doing Nightmare 13. I need to level up another, one of my other expertises so I can really get this build where I need it to be. I need to level up a mace skill. It's going to help me stun things. It's going to increase my damage pretty substantially. Kitty Kill, how are you doing? Whoop. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. And these revenants suck. I hate them. Because they do this like stab through your gut that prevents you from moving or doing anything, to include healing. Remember what Tag was making I Am Cow? Aw, yeah. Cowing it up. Erwin, how are you doing today? Good to see you. Do I have a build guide for this barb? I will. It's not done yet. It's not even as powerful as it will be when I'm done with it. I've been switching it around a lot, so I haven't gotten it quite where I want it damage-wise, but survivability-wise, it's where I want it now. Which is really hard to die, kind of. As long as I can keep spinning. But yeah, I'll have a full guide probably this evening on it, actually. Oh, I gotta kill these. Boop, boop. Nice to see you on YouTube and preciously Twitch as Queen Heroine. Oh yeah. Let's remember that. We have been streaming on Twitch a lot more, specifically with Diablo. Hello. You want to come watch? I'm doing 13. Huh? Here, I'll turn this off. I'm streaming. There you go. So yeah, I'm doing 13 currently. The damage isn't where I want it to be yet, but let's just go. Basically, the more elites around, the more damage I do at the. What's that? What?
I just
20-something what? Oh my god. Yeah, see, like, pretty much invincible. So what this build is doing is I got this. Let's go. Or not. I can't do single target pokey damage. I got this. It's a unique piece of armor with a bonus on it that every time I heal over my health, like my maximum health, I generate a barrier that's equivalent of 75% of my health. And since I'm constantly doing that, I'm constantly generating that barrier, which means I'm able to keep up the 30% damage bonus all the time too. Oh, well, poo. The numbers are fun to watch. Teleporty ones. Oh yeah, the controller. He was dead and then he healed himself. Ooh. Can I have this, please? Maybe? I just want to touch the shrine. This is what I hate about this game. I just wanted to touch the goddamn shrine. And then I touched it and then I died. There, down there. The into fridge. Got that big one. Mm-hmm.
I need more time.
Destroy the bloodied boils. I don't think this is a bloodied boil. Hey, Drina. How are you doing? Oh, was it an event for the shrine? Oh, oh. God, I hate when things explode. That explains why I couldn't pick up the shrine. So that happens when you're trying to multitask too much. Oh, nice kitty kill. I think maybe we go this way. Event joined Wandering Soul. Whew. Oh, I've never actually completed one of these without it completely, like, perfecting it for some reason. I don't know why. They just spawn stuff too slow. No one cares about that sorcerer, Timothy. It's gonna get nerfed before the game releases. If they don't nerf sorcerer, people should freaking riot. It's positively ridiculous. Where's Lixara? I think she's getting on right now. She just grabbed a Red Bull out of the office, so I assume I can probably have her join. Speaking of OP. Why are these things not dropping any freaking items? That's what I want to know. It's a crime. Timothy, there is PvP to the game. It's already in the game. Where the hell are these last three? God dang boils! So essentially what I need to do is I need to up the amount of damage that my Whirlwind can do. I feel like I should definitely be doing more damage than I am doing now with all the bonuses that should be getting applied. And I essentially have over 300% damage increase. So they should always be hitting for 3,000 base before a crit. Unless I just don't know how to math. But when you have a base damage of 1,000, you have 300% damage increase. That math doesn't math. Where it hits for 1,000 still.
I need more time.
Hey Nicole, how are you doing? I hope everybody's weekend has been treating well. Man, I can't believe it's Sunday already. This weekend has flown by. I was supposed to go see Spider-Man this weekend, but then I was like, you know what? Probably seeing it on Monday when there's not going to be 50 billion people in the movie theater. Maybe better. You're going to go see it tomorrow. I've heard really, really good things. Spider-Man just been killing it. Good movies. Good animated movies. It's the only thing Disney doesn't own. What the hell is this last one? Retread. A bit tired, can't complain. It's not too bad. Finally a legendary, god dang. That's why Spidey has always been your favorite. It's the only thing Disney can't ruin yet. Although they tried real hard to ban Sony from participating in the MCU. Disney, stay away from Spidey. They ruin literally everything else. Ooh. Nice, get my glyph up to level 6. Get the hell out of here. I don't know, we could probably... I mean, we cleared that pretty quick. They can't ruin him. Sony won't let him. I mean, yeah, they have to actually like sell to let Disney ruin them. So let's see here. You gain 50.52% increased armor for 4 seconds when you deal any form of damage, stacking up to 52. Dang! 52%. I don't know if I need that though. I don't need this barrier anymore with this. Maybe? Well, I'm kind of curious if I can get rid of this. Crowd control. Plus 7.5 damage while berserking. Oh god. I'm always hitting the wrong buttons in this. So I need to rank up my one-handed maces, because at rank 10, I get a lucky hit for a 10% chance to gain berserking for 1.5 seconds when you hit a stunned enemy. And the goal of all of my builds is to make that happen. Deal 30% increased damage to a bleeding enemy for 5 seconds. Do I not have the thing on where I stun them? On here, stunning and bleeding enemy deals 32 of their total damage. Okay, so that's it. 42% chance to stun them for 2 seconds. So many things in this game to keep track of. Unlikely that Sony sells. They've been branching off into media with Crunchyroll and Funimation. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be... That's Sony's cash cow. They'd be so unbelievably dumb to get rid of it. So I want to try and get rid of this. I suppose I should see if you wants play. Question mark. Hope Sony never sells. I have a better helmet anywhere. Guess we just keep farming. Steel grasp. Yeah, I could sell all that stuff. Disney will own everything one way or another. I don't know.
I need more time.
Eventually people will stop selling them everything.
Stay on your guard.
Ooh, actually, you know what? Let's go buy 2 helms.
I need time to do that.
Oh, why can't I get a good hat for these guys yet?
Fair bit of
Ugh.
magic in that one.
I like that they say there's a fair bit of magic in something that's absolute garbage.
I need more time.
My boy, I think he's possessed.
Worry not, better than you.
Okay. We're gonna do a lower tier dungeon first because I want to actually level. Want to level up my clubs, which means We're going to do quite a bit less damage. Cycle. Maybe I'll level both this way. Yeah. I didn't know Sony were Sony getting into fights about Call of Duty. Call of Duty indeed. What the hell? Not doing a 14. Although we could. Poisonous evade. Sure, try this one. Plus side of being home injured, I can work on my comic book I've been working on for years. Oh, hell yeah. That's kind of cool. Aside from, you know, the whole injury part, the rest of it's pretty cool. Oh, that's two different versions of Sony. So close to the new Story of Seasons game. Is that... What's the release date for that, lol? I completely forgot. We got so many different things we've got to play. End of the month. Talk to the Wanderer. Nah.
I need time to do that.
June 27th. Then we got Final Fantasy 16 around the same time as well. It's a crazy month. I don't know why they decided to release everything all at once. All the game makers were like, you know what? Let's not stagger our games. Let's release them all at the same time and compete with each other in 1 month. But I guess it's the beginning of summer, so everybody wants their games to be like, they're going to buy my game at the beginning of summer and they're going to play it all summer. It's going to be great. Trying to get them Q2 earnings. Oh, what the hell is this? Slay the infested villagers. Fantastic. Oh, it's a freaking spider cave. And I'm gonna sign up for spider cave. I mean, I guess I signed up for Spider Cave. I didn't want Spider Cave, though. Oh, this is a brilliant way to level this up. Having a sword and mace equipped at the same time, getting to level both at the same time. And I'm not even doing less damage now that I think about it, because I still get the slicey dicey stuff. Just found a big spider and killed it. Hate spiders. An absolute no-no. Sam's, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, you explode away from me. Nasty little things. God, and the spiders poop out more spiders. This is a hard spider pass for me. Hard pass. When I dodge, I poop out poison. That's my poison. Oh, that's convenient. Ooh. Ooh. I like being able to poop out poison. That's kind of cool. So many numbers. Oh, wait. Does my own poison also hurt me? Oh, it does. That's a bit of a bummer. This build is broken. Oh, yeah. No, this... I've worked very hard on making a very, very powerful Barbarian build, and ain't nobody got one even close to this. As far as just sheer survivability and everything else, it's pretty ridiculous, and it's not even close to its final form of damage yet. But it will be soon. That's why I'm leveling up the last two things. Oh, my partner in crime actually has a ridiculously powerful sorcerer build. Basically just completely melts bosses in seconds. It's insane. Ooh. Oh man. Would like that nightmare sigil, please. God, I just want to pick up the item. Thank you. Are the nerfs impacting the build for sorcery? No, not at all. She said they nerfed everything that she was not using. Which is hilarious. Matt, what's going on? How are you doing? Ooh. Almost let myself get poisoned to death. Jesus. Pretty sure poison can go through barriers. Yeah, I kind of felt like Necromancer got nerfed enough already. I was super sad to hear that they got nerfed yet again, because that was going to be the next class that I played, actually. It probably still is. I don't know if I'm going to play Druid just because I've heard nothing but bad things about it. Until, like, incredibly late game, which I don't even know how people know that because nobody can play the freaking... Nobody is that high level yet. What the hell? I know we can see the skills, but it doesn't mean you've actually used it or anything like that. Which means nobody actually knows how good or bad it's going to be high level. Oh god, I messed up. boss time. Oh, just as the conduit runs out. Yay, big spider boss. I don't have enough fairies. See, if I was playing with like Sorceress, she would have melted that. But when it gets that blue stun, just pretty much killed it in 1 or 2 seconds. Absolutely ridiculous. But I can do consistently high damage on bosses now. And never have to worry about dying. Wait, why didn't I get a... Oh, there it is. That was weird. Is the boss damage for Barb ever getting better? It's pretty... It's pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie, it's by far the worst job. Ooh. Alright, we can save that. Damage elite grants you a barrier. Ooh, better barrier bonus. Alright, I'm gonna save this then. That's plus 20. God, that's bad. 1 rank of rupture. Steel grasp. I just need a better hat that I can experiment with stuff with. Oh, nice. Hell yeah, another potion. Sweet. That's really going to be helpful. I have 6 potions now. Hell yeah, let's go. What does she have for our sorcerer? Sorcerer stuff? I haven't played sorcerer. It's the only class I haven't played yet, so I don't know. Being completely honest, I do not know. But it's a redonkulous. Alright, so that's brawling skill damage, doesn't do anything for me. Trying to keep track of upgrades and stuff right now. Plus 20 all stats, core damage. This actually is a pretty good axe. Especially if we can reroll the stats. Can't wait till launch. Oh yeah. I don't know what my friend has done or thinks because I am not my friend is what I'm trying to tell you. I would love to tell you what her build is, but I don't know because I haven't played it.
Anything else?
Okay. Where is she? Can I check? See if she's on. So let's see here. I can scroll through all of these things and you can look at them. don't know if I can see her skills, though. Is it worth upgrading gear at low levels around 15 to 50? I mean, it depends. I can't see your skills, unfortunately, but that's the that's that. It's in the Crusader Catacombs. Is it good idea to save the majority of resources till World Tier 3? Once you get to World Tier 3, you're going to get quite a bit of upgrades, so I would start stocking up on really good aspects. Because you're definitely going to want the better aspects. And then I released a video today on farming up obols to be able to get any aspect you want, which I definitely recommend watching if you haven't, because you really are going to want to take advantage of it. Let's see. Is there another... There's one more might that I need to get here. And then to answer your question about upgrading, yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth upgrading, but I wouldn't do it until you probably get to World Tier 3, because like I said, you're gonna have so much of a bonus. Like, if you're struggling to get through stuff, then yeah, upgrade stuff. But if you're not struggling to get through anything, then I recommend maybe not doing it until you really, really need to. Like, I'm upgrading this because I know I'm not going to replace this for a while, because this is just stupid OP. Like, I'm not replacing this until I get another one, essentially. Same to go with probably this one. I'm not sure, though. I feel like this one is replaceable for me, because I haven't been able to quantify how well that actually reduces my cooldowns. Sometimes, like, I have instant cooldowns. Other times I don't, and I don't know why that is. And then I'm probably going to upgrade this club as well, actually. I have enough for it, because I'm not going to replace that club for a while, I don't think.
Unexpected.
Oh, and then my sword, too.
Father bless. What do you need?
As you can see, I've done a lot of upgrading. It's definitely worth it, though. Should I focus mainly on story or side quests mixed in? I didn't waste my time with any side quests. My goal was to get through the story as quick as possible. You're going to get a lot of bonus XP, or a lot of XP. You should, without doing any side quests, be able to get to level 45 just by doing the story alone. What level is this one? Tier 15. Let's see here. Let's do a tier... Got a tier 10. Let's do a tier 10. Yes, all side quests will still be available after the story. Would I play StarCraft 1 or 2 on the channel? I probably wouldn't play it on the channel. I'd probably play it on my own. I'm not big brain enough to make content for that game. Or have the energy to make content for that game. I usually don't play games unless someone make content about it. Aside for like the past 2 years where I did exactly the opposite of that. Yeah, do side quests after you beat the story. That'll get you to level 50. And then you have access to all the other stuff too at that point, which is really nice. Oh, Oh god, I hate this one. Slaying the Alderkin. I hate poison. Yes, I do. Oh! Oh! I got charged by the pig. God dang it. I hate this area because you can get one shot by those stupid pigs. Currently playing Barb, but having major fury issues where I can only channel for perhaps 1 second. Have you by chance done the thing where for some reason every YouTuber is recommending Barbarians spec into this bad boy right here, Unbridled Rage? Don't do that. If you're spec'd into Unbridled Rage, that's why you literally can't use your Fury ever. Don't do that. That's the only thing I think of. Every YouTuber is recommending you do it. And is breaking like every build. It's terrible.
Not ready yet.
God dang poison. Poor Tag, what happened? Why poor me? Or is it because I died to stupid pig? Just have to move more here so I don't get one shot by pigs. What? Oh god, no pigs! Ugh! Freaking bloody goddamn pigs. Sometimes just don't do what YouTubers do unless Tag tells you. And even then, can be hit or miss. And there's a bunch of sites that are recommending to spec into Unbridled Rage as well, but it does not work specifically with Whirlwind at all. Do I have a link to my build? I don't. I will have a video on it later today. I'm working on getting some of the last pieces I need for it. Honestly, I should just release a video on it now because it's the best build I've made for Barbarian so far, and I spent the last 2 days getting unbelievably angry at how bad Barbarian is until now.
I need time to do that.
God, I hate these pigs, man. So much. Oh, and I just got into a whole freaking thing of pigs now. There's two more pieces, two more things that I want to do. Well, there's one more piece of gear and two more things I want to do to finish off the build. How are the nerfs? I mean, the game is going to continuously to be balanced. Is going to continue getting balanced until full release, probably every day. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do it for the following, for, I don't know, a while. What's OP now probably won't be OP in a couple days. Except for this, I feel like this is, like, not bad. They already nerfed this today, and it's still pretty good. What is the vacuum that's drawing them in? It's a bonus on my feet. Occasionally, my whirlwinds will suck in enemies and bring them to me, which is super useful. Saying you hate pigs before running into all those pigs is so insanely relatable. Sometimes it just be like that. Yeah, I'll have a full video on this build later. Ooh, new mace. Yeah. Worse. How can I check your build? Marcels, I'll have a video on it later this evening, so just keep an eye out on the channel. I'll go over my stuff here in a little bit as well. It's kind of all over the place. It's because it's a bleed, thorns, and whirlwind build. But all of that combined makes for what in my opinion is the best build for Barbarian at the moment. Incredibly survivable, good damage, and fun. What are we supposed to do? Travel to the moon side glade. I think it's this way. Also find yourself quite squishy. Yeah, that was my big problem with Barbarian. The problem that I have with Barbarian is it can do really good damage. Not anywhere near compared to Sorcerer. But even so, you have to be on top of everything to even be able to think about doing damage. And the amount of damage that Barbarian doesn't get offset. Deal 9% increased damage for each second you stand still. Okay, that's not useful. That's kind of okay. You should be rewarded for taking all of the risks. Like, a Sorcerer doesn't have to be near anything, and yeah, it's quote-unquote squishy, but so is Barbarian. I don't know, it's just really annoying. I had major gripes with it. You rose! What'd it do? Well, I gotta say, for doing a tier 10 solo, still doing decent damage now against bosses. Oh, how are you still alive? There we go. Alright, what do we get? Each point of fury you generate while a maximum fury grants your next core skill. I need this. This is one of the pieces that I was missing. I got to put that on. I think my helmet is what I was going to do. It's not the best spot for it, but I haven't found a good helmet to put it on yet, is the problem. Because now I'm generating more fury than I need, which means I can actually use that now. So it'll be a substantial damage increase. Yeah, I'll go over the build now for anybody curious. In bed. So sometimes spending a whole day in bed is like really, really good for you though. Oh yeah, adding more people to thick and juicy. Those always remind me of like 2012 when the third one came out and everyone lost their minds. Oh god, yeah. Back in the olden times. All right, so I'm using my expertise. I maxed out first was two-hand mace. And I like this one because it gives a 10% chance to gain 2 fury when hitting an enemy, double the amount of fury gained while berserking, which we're berserking a lot, so we're getting a lot of extra fury. You also deal 15% increased critical strike damage to stunned and vulnerable enemies while berserking, which we're always stunning and we're always doing vulnerable damage. The other one that I'm leveling up right now, which I'm kind of torn between, so we're using two-hand sword expertise, which 20% of direct damage you deal is inflicted as bleeding damage over 5 seconds. We can use this one to apply more bleed, although we don't really need to. So the one that I'm focusing on now is one-handed mace. And we'll actually be using one-handed sword at the same time since we're using both a sword and a mace on our hands. What this is going to do is at rank 10, it's going to give us a 10% chance to enter berserking for 1.5 seconds, which is going to cause all of our bleeds and stuff to go on. How do you level up expertise? You have to use the weapon. So right now I'm using a one-handed mace and a one-handed sword, and I'm leveling up both at the same time with my dual wield. And what you can do is you can go into your abilities, and then if you go to skill assignment, you can like hover over the item, and if you hit square or whatever button it tells you to, you can cycle which weapon you use, and this is how you level up your expertise. So I'm using a club and a sword, and so I'm getting both of those expertises at the same time, and I'm leveling them up at the same time, which is really good. So dual wielding is pretty important. It's actually doing a really, really better job than I anticipated it doing, quite frankly. Was I expertise? So this is going to help us get into berserking, and then here, killing a crowd control enemy grants 15% attack speed for 3 seconds, double this amount for kills with 2 swords. Well, we're not going to be getting that bonus, but we also get a 5% chance to gain 5 fury when hitting a crowd control enemy. So we're getting a ton of fury, and we're going to be getting a lot of it once it's level 10, because we're going to be getting the fury from the one-handed sword, we're going to be getting the fury from the mace, and we're also getting stun and berserking from our other mace. Then if we go into abilities, this kind of is going to look all over the place, but I've got lunging strike to be able to get up to enemies quickly if we need to. It also grants you berserking when you hit with it, which is really nice to get back into berserking quick, if we can get a critical strike, that is. So it's kind of focused on getting more of that. Spec fully into Whirlwind. I have +2 from my gloves. Gain 1 fury each time Whirlwind deals direct damage. 4 fury against elites, really important. I have Whirlwind inflicting 40% of its base damage as bleeding. This helps everything else that we're going to be getting into. We could go for the 30% damage increase, but we really want that bleeding effect. Although, I might be able to spec out of that now. I'm not sure. I might test that, actually. Our core skills have a 30% chance to make enemies vulnerable. Adds to our damage. Then we're spec'd into Warcry, Enhanced Rallying Cry, and Tactical. So we get Fury and increased resource generation. But then we get into the Thorns. So we gain Thorns, and then we also have increased our Thorns by 9% when enemies hit you. And they take an additional 10% of your Thorns as bleeding damage. So more bleeding, more better. And we have Challenging Shout, so we take less damage. Things come to us. We also get Fury every time we're hit as well, which is really good. Basically, the goal of most of the stuff up here is to get a lot of Fury. Then we've got Warcry, Enhanced Warcry. I didn't even spec into these two because I didn't need to. I could spec out of Raid Leader now, but when you have your shouts active, which they're almost always active, we're healing for 3% of our maximum life per second, which is really what's giving us our survivability. Also having our shouts last longer. Down here is the interesting part. So your bleeding effect slows enemy. This gives you a crowd control bonus all the time because we're always applying bleed. We only needed 1 point of that. And then we do more bleed damage to enemies that are vulnerable. Not super important, but it does add up. I could probably actually take the points out of this. What else? Then we have Warcry, or Wrath of the Berserker, and Unconstrained. So that way we can maintain our Berserk as much as possible. The rest of these things, kind of not super... Heal for 9% of your maximum life for each 100 Fury spent, kind of important for survivability. That's kind of the gist of it. A lot of the stuff can be moved around depending on how you want to play. But it's working really, really well so far. 50% maximum life. Trying to figure out what I want to get into now. This way. Power.
I need more time.
A lot to learn in this game. God, yeah. So much. I'll have a full in-depth kind of guide into that, though. I just... not fully there yet. Alright, so we're going to remove this from this necklace. Oh yeah, we need to put that on too. Damaging an enemy with a core skill has a 30% chance to extend the duration of berserking for 1 second. This is super important. I forgot that I took it off the build, I think. Increase for each second. Pulls enemies to you. I think I can get rid of the dust devils, honestly. I think I'm going to do that. I have more of those anyways, so... Did the Whirlwind Barb get nerfed? They nerfed it a little bit, but it still has a lot of potential. That's what I'm using right now. What is the one that I'm trying to think of that I want to put on first? Damaging Elite grants you a barrier. Each point of fury you generate while at maximum fury grants your next core skill 2% increased damage up to 30%. This is the one that I wanted to put on first. Can this go in helmets too? Yeah. Alright, so let's test out this damage, because I think that's going to be way better than having a whirlwind that does extra damage. There's also a pair of gloves that I want to get that are much better than these that I haven't gotten yet. And then I think I can get rid of this as well. And then we're almost done with this build, essentially. I'm going to use the worst one because I know I want a better helm already. I think that should be it. I have nothing stacked. I'm only missing one piece of this build, and it's not even really needed. I don't understand how you're doing 2 times as hard and I'm only 6 levels lower than you. It's a lot of the expertises, and it's getting... So I have substantial damage increase to close enemies, enhanced critical damage, but also where it's coming from is like the vulnerability damage, core skill damage plus... damage to crowd control enemies. It's really about applying all these debuffs to enemies and then taking advantage of them. Alright, so let's go back and let's do... Let's see if we can clear... Oh, 15. I don't think we... Man, I don't know if I can clear 15 yet. Definitely not a 20. I got a 14. We did a 13. Let's try a 14. I feel like 14 is going to be cutting it pretty close just because I don't have a lot of life and was already... As long as I pay attention, I should be fine. You're struggling on tier 3? Trust me, I was too. Like, it took me a long... Like, I almost quit the game yesterday because of how frustrated I was with Barbarian. And I went and I laid down. Is the build linked anywhere? Not yet. I will have a video on this specific build tonight. Is there a particularly good way to farm legendaries? Iceblade, yes. I released a video today on how to do that. That's honestly what I did today is why my character is very strong right now. I'll put a link in here right now. Like if you're struggling in the game or you want to get powerful right when you get the game, like if you're not playing yet, I definitely recommend this. Do this to help get your character. I'll just post it right here. Whoops, don't I find Barb kind of boring? What do you think of Bleed Barb? I hate Bleed Barb. I hate it so much. Although, I think I might have the pieces to make it better. I hate anything without I have to wait for the thing to die. I hate it because more often than not, if you're trying to do anything quickly, you have to go back and pick up the items because it takes so long for the bleed to frickin' happen. 5 seconds is a long time added up over the course of a dungeon. I hate Bleed Barb. I would much rather make a Hammer of the Ancients, like a Hoda Barb, than a Bleed Barb. I absolutely could not express how much I hate a Bleed Barb. It's the most aggravating thing I've tried to build. I played it for about an hour and then I wanted to quit the game. Like my whole thing about the game is do what you need to get ranked up, like to get power leveled up as quick as possible. And then you can really start having fun with doing crazy things. And like Whirlwind Barb might be a little bit boring, but you know what? It's going to help you get everything else more powerful to where it's going to be more fun for you, in my opinion. So take the boring things so that way you can build the fun things. That's kind of how I'm going about it right now. All right, we just got a substantial damage increase with the changes that we made too. What level are you able to acquire the mount? It's actually... Ooh, it's story-based. You unlock it at the beginning of Chapter 4. Oh yeah, now we're doing good damage. Getting crits for 5,000 instead of 3 now. And we're not even at full power yet. This is my first time doing a tier 14 nightmare dungeon. I think I have made the best version of a barbarian you can make right now. Bleed Barb wouldn't do anywhere near this well. And I haven't even added thorns onto this yet. Like once I get more thorns on here, woo! Because I want to get up to about 4,000 thorns, and is Barb still good? This Barb is. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely hated Barbarian until today. Not within the oh, I missed one. Maybe the past 4 hours that I actually start enjoying it. Because I was playing with Lexara, my partner, and just watching what she was doing, I could not. I still probably can't compare in the damage. Like it's absurd. But it was really depressing to play a barbarian compared to sorcerer. Like a sorcerer is just ridiculous. There we go. No, your comments are definitely going through. Ooh, need a key. Well, maybe we try and do a tier 20 in this stream. I don't think we're gonna need to level up our mace and stuff first, but what build do you play on Sork? She's doing an ice build. I can't comment too much on it. I was trying to get her to join the Discord so she could explain her build a little bit for y'all, but ooh, God, they really do almost one-shot you. Dang it. Poison is really this only build's downfall. It's why I hate how underpowered Barbarian is, because to do damage, you have to be in all the bad stuff. So you should be doing more damage to make up for all the BS that you have to try and survive through. Any great tips for new starting players? Honestly, just focus on the story. Don't bother with side quests. Well, it depends on what you want to do. Do you want to get to the end game? Then don't do any side quests. Just play right through the story when you start off with. That'll get you to level 45 just by focusing on the story and doing those dungeons. You don't need to do anything else. If you need to upgrade your armor and things like that as you progress, focus on the events. Don't do dungeons and things like that. Use the video that I have pinned at the top of this chat to farm up armor and legendaries and things like that, and then go back to the story. Once you complete the story, then you can do side quests or whatever you need to get to level 50. Then you can get into World Tier 3 and start doing all the other stuff in the game. Make sure to keep an eye out for world bosses and stuff like that on the map while you play too. All this stuff will kind of help you get through the game and level up and all that stuff. Should I bother upgrading my equipment and adding gems while leveling? I definitely recommend adding gems and stuff because you can always reuse the gems. You can unsocket them. And they're reusable, so there's no reason not to. Upgrade them as you go. Make sure to upgrade your potions and stuff too. Like, I should be using potions right now. I forgot. Like consumables like these. So this gives you a 5% experience increase for 30 minutes. Plus poison resistance. Haha. Did you see the patch notes? I'm playing the game after the patch. So if you don't like what you see right now, doing a Nightmare level 14 dungeon solo without taking any damage at all. You could reroll if you want. It's not that bad of a nerf if you build it right. I'll have a guide on this video or this build later today. What build would be best now that Whirlwind got gutted? You're watching me play a Whirlwind build right now, and it's still the best. Whirlwind didn't get gutted. Two things for Whirlwind got gutted, but it's not that bad. How do I keep refreshing Berserk Rage with Whirlwind? It's the expertises. I'm using a, I have three, technically I have an advantage right now because I have 3 expertises active all at the same time. When you hit level 15, you can apply a technique. This technique gets applied no matter what weapon you're using. That is going to be my mace. Or a 2-handed mace, which gives me fury every time I hit an enemy. So we're capping out on our fury pretty much consistently. Unless we're fighting one thing. Like this guy right here. Ouch. Stop freaking fire. So at level 15, you get a technique. You can apply this no matter what weapon you use. This technique will always be applied. And then I'm also using a one-handed mace and a one-handed sword, which the mace skill is going to get me back into Berserk all the time, as well as all the other things that I have spec'd into as well. And then I have a chest piece that every time I heal, I do any kind of healing over my maximum health, I get a barrier for 75% of my HP, which we're doing constantly. So I'm keeping that barrier up almost 100% of the time. And then in addition to that, I'm getting a 30% damage increase when that happens. Ooh, did I get my new helmet yet? Or did I already put it on this helmet, didn't I? Oh yeah, and then damaging an enemy with a core skill has a 22% chance to extend the duration of berserking by 1 second. Double if it's a critical strike, so that's what keeps extending it. To go sell this stuff. Thoughts on Hoda build for Barb? Bravo, that's going to be the next build that I do. I'm not excited about Bleed Barb at all. So I have no interest in really doing a build for it. I will, but I've already played it and I hate it compared to this. I played Hoda Barb in Diablo 3 and I enjoyed it. So I want to do it again. I have some good ideas for it. Bleed Barb must suck. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Because I can do everything a Bleed Barb does with my Whirlwind and not have to deal with it, really. I just, every time I hit, basically, my bleeds are getting drained off of it right now. The only thing I kind of want to change is I really like the Ancients, and I don't get to use them with this build. But that's really good spike damage against bosses is the only kind of downfall for this. Like, I'm not going to die to this thing, but it is taking a lot longer than I would like. But to be fair, this is 14 levels higher than me right now, or whatever it is. Nightmare 14 at the moment. Which I've never even bothered to try and do because I didn't think I could clear it. I think I might be able to do a 20, which is the max you can do. You can't go past 20 until you're level 70, and I'm only level 57 right now. So if I can already clear 20s with this build at 2 days into the game, like, I don't think you're going to get much better than that. I have a 20. We can try it. I don't know if I'll live, but... So we need to wait until I level up my mace and stuff. I don't think we'll have a problem once we do that. Oh, shoot. Boop. All right, so we got Necklace of the Crowded Sage. Damage for 4 seconds. Oh. You heal for 37 life per second for each close enemy. Up to 269 life per second. Interesting. I mean, not needed for us, but interesting. Finally getting some upgrades, too. Do it for science. I'll do it for science. Really need to fix our expertise or max out our expertises. I think once I do that, it won't be a problem at all. All right. Gonna save this. This is a mace, which we need. Garbage sword. So I just need to make sure I'm not throwing away anything. So damage over time, crowd controlled, vulnerable damage, critical strike chance. LJ, what'd it do? I love that people come in, ask how the nerf is feeling, and then don't watch the video where they wouldn't have to answer the question or ask the question. It's ridiculous. Save that. Does anybody... Where do I go to get the items that I left behind? Missed equipment. So I'm pretty sure I just got rewards at the end of that I didn't actually end up getting. Because my freaking inventory was full. I'm new, I just found you. It's alright. But we're doing Whirlwind. Like, it's in the title of the stream. And it's still the best, I think. And I will show you that in a moment. Because we're going to try and do a tier 20. Probably a really bad idea, to be fair.
Anything else?
Tier 20 is the max you can do until you get to level 70. So I literally won't be able to do anything else until I just level up slowly but surely. I highly doubt I can clear it though. I have tier 15. Tier 16. Frost damage. Alright. Maybe we try a tier 16 before we go to 20. I'm gonna go craft a potion as well.
I need time to do that.
Elixirs brewed to order.
Oh god, I'm missing a stupid crushed bones. Dang it. Any change to the build since the patch? How are you planning the future of this build? I mean, it's really hard to plan a future for something when they just keep... When we really just don't know how much they're going to be continuously patching stuff, you know? Goatman, fallen, demon by 20 experience gained. Ooh, elixir of demon slaying. Alright, we're not going to use that because that's kind of cheaty. Wait, did I... Did I activate that dungeon or did I drop it? What did I do? Am I dumb? Did I sell it? What did I do? Alright, screw it. We'll try and die at a 20, okay? No, I definitely used it. Where the hell is it, though? Ever have those moments where you just feel like you're losing your mind? Alright, I guess we're using the tier 20. I don't have access to Cultist Refuge. Alright. When does the game officially release? It's released right now for anybody that pre-ordered the game with the Ultimate Edition, I think. I thought it was for everybody that pre-ordered the game, but I guess I was wrong. Right, that's a level 20. Lightning Collar. I don't have access to Pharaoh's Den yet? Are you serious? Nudging Evade. Blah. That's 19. Alright, it's not a 20. Michael, for the 50th time, there will be a video on this Barbarian build later today. I'm working on finishing it right now. I have shown the build in this stream. So you can find it within the stream if you want. It'll be out later today. God dang horse. Power Blazing, you talking about the patch earlier today? Or today's patch, the 1 point whatever freaking 2 patch? The patch that happened already, and we're still playing Whirlwind Barbarian? Oh no. Oh, piss off! Hate this game sometimes, I swear to God. Power Blazing, watch the stream. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. If I can get to this. I'm gonna do this right now. I do not think we did a level 14 fine, but I don't think a level 19 is going to go well for us. So this is for science. I don't think we're going to survive this. I mean, this is supposed to be stuff for like closer to level 70 and I'm level 57, so we'll see. These are level 72 and I'm level 57, so oh god, it hurts so good. Oh no. I just don't think we're going to be putting out enough damage. Oh, it hurts so good. I mean, it's slow going, but it's a going. Yeah, we need to keep progressing. The problem is the elites are so strong. There we go. Yeah, level 19 gonna be, yeah, level 19 is a little bit much right now. It hurts so bad. Might be able to do it though. I got greedy there. The problem is poison is probably this build's worst enemy. And that is precisely what we're up against.
Trees themselves seem to whisper the name of this place. Long ago, Astaroth's demons ravaged the land and left a bloody wreak. Astaroth is gone now, but his shadow persists. There are still things here, dark things that hunger. Only death awaits.
Might be okay. If I just take it slower, which I don't like doing. All right, maybe this is... I'm gonna get real bored real quick if I have to wait all the way to level 70 to get to harder content. I hate that they kind of gated you by levels. Like, if you can build something strong enough, you should be able to just go. I think they did it because they didn't want people to be power leveling. Like, they, like... You can go? No, you can't unlock World Tier 4 until level 70. No, you cannot enter World Tier 4. Wait. I didn't think you could enter World Tier 4 until you were level 70. I don't think we have anybody that can confirm that yet. Well, have you seen anybody in World Tier 4 that wasn't level 70? You can? Oh, shoot. Ooh. Well, I might be able to get into World Tier 4 here. We just have to do the capstone dungeon. Well, I can do the capstone dungeon. I can do that dungeon right now. Ooh. Okay, that changes everything then. Okay. Oh man, I need to be in World Tier 4, man. What am I doing? I'm wasting my time down here. Okay, this is definitely a little bit harder. Yeah, this hurts. Doable, but it hurts. I just have to pay attention more. Oh, god dang it. As I look at chat because I thought we were done. What does World Tier 4 mean? So we're on World Tier 3. I can show you once we get out of here. It's basically mobs are more difficult, better gear drops. You get more XP, but things are much more difficult, essentially, is all it is. Just difficulty level. So we're on World Tier 3 at the moment, doing a Tier 14 Nightmare Dungeon. Ooh, Jesus Christ, these things suck. Man. JCK, this was literally a test to see how survivable we were. Definitely know we're not geared enough. But also I could probably stop standing in all the death. It's mainly just the test and the survivability of this is all. Like I could move away from all the things that are killing me and then back in. We probably wouldn't have a problem. But what I'm testing is just the survivability of the build at the moment. So I'm standing in everything that could possibly kill me. Just seeing how long I can stay alive. Bam, bam, bam. Oh boy. You know, all things considered, I've only ran tier 10 until now. 19's not going so bad. Especially once I stop standing in all the death stuff. God, I freaking hate poison. This thing should spawn a boss, I think. No? Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, have to slay all the enemies. Boo. Shoot. Saw that coming. Still not getting any actual upgrade. Oh, there's one. I don't think we could have done 20 just yet. I was maybe a little bit more careful. Maybe. I definitely like how much we're able to keep up Berserk now, though. Like, that's working really, really well. Honestly, I could probably spec out of the Rage now, though, and maybe do something a little bit different. Which would be interesting. Could get a lot of spike damage from, like, Hammer of the Ancients or something. Whoops. Oh my god. Not Hammer of the Ancients. The whole fun of Barbarian, you shouldn't have to be careful. Well, when you're doing something you're nowhere near geared for.
I need more time.
Like, absolutely not geared for this. I haven't even min-maxed this build yet. Oh, I see what's killing me. Freaking electric stuff. It's those little dudes right there, and then they get revived and they explode. Those like one-shot you. And this place is freaking filled with them. Oh my god, no. Oh no. Alright, well, we won't die again now. I got way too comfortable being able to read chat and not look at the screen. Oh, shoot. There we go. Woo. Just did your dupe glitch? Oh, nice, Debbie. No! Oh, God. Oh, just freaking explode yourselves already. Why am I stuck? saying watch the stream. It's exactly what we're doing. You can judge it for yourself. Is weapon durability a thing you have to really think about? Only if you die. Like, I got that warning because we were just testing the sheer survivability of this on tier 19 because we haven't even tried yet. Every tier lower than this, we were only having any trouble. Well, at 14 and stuff, but I have to actually pay attention to what I'm standing in now, which is a bit of a bummer. At tier 19, at least. But no, if built right, the Whirlwind Barbarian is still the best, I think. At least from all the different messing arounds with it that I've done so far. As far as just clearing stuff quickly. Other versions probably better single target DPS. Like, now that I'm able to keep rage up all the time without having to do my ultimate, I think I'm probably going to switch to hammer, or not, the ancient dudes. Can't remember the name of the skull all of a sudden. Probably switch it to that. And be able to have better boss killing capabilities, maybe. Ooh. Because we can get into Berserk now pretty much whenever we want. Which we need for a lot of our other bonuses. Anyways. I think that's the only thing I might change now. Lord have mercy, please just die. Nice. You found a unique chest armor. This one right here. Yeah, I have it on here right now. I don't know if it's gonna stay. Sometimes I see it reduce the cooldowns a ton. Other times I don't know why it doesn't always. I have it on the build, yes. And the other thing that makes it incredibly OP is this one here. It's the unique item Temerity. So effects that heal you beyond 100% life grant you a barrier up to 100% or up to 72% of your maximum life that lasts for 8 seconds. We're always healing beyond, which means we're basically always able to keep up this barrier. And then you can use something like you deal 24% increased damage while you have a barrier. So it's just like a permanent damage increase almost, which is really nice. Just kind of what we're doing at the moment. I'm just going to save my Paragon points right now. But anyways, yeah. I think we're going to stop here for... Oh, a flawless amethyst. Ooh, nice. I was wondering when I was going to get the gem upgrades. I'm assuming I can't upgrade to those yet.
I need time to do that.
Yeah, no, not yet. Okay. Well, anyways, I do hope you all have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. And I will have a video on this Barbarian build later this evening. Just trying to get one last piece for it. I'm having luck for it. It's a unique hand item, but it's not needed for the build. I just think it would be fun. But anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful night.